Hello everyone, this is Dalster, and in today's video, I will be doing something new since now that I have over 100 subscribers, I want to be able to expand my channel other than doing abandoning videos or holiday decorations. I am also trying new ideas in order to make it more open, fun, safe, and not so boring. In case you didn't know, I love listening to music, and I know a lot about music and facts that some people probably didn't know about. Heck, I have thought about majoring in music while attending college, but ended up doing psychology in order to speed up graduating. If you want to know more about my music knowledge, such as the 70s, 60s, or maybe before that, 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, comment down below because I could do videos talking about my opinions, or do some reviews, thoughts, or facts about artists and bands. Anyway, cutting the intro short and getting into the main topic. I have a lot of thoughts about what's been going on in the rock community. As a Motley Crue fan, I was shocked to find out that Mick Mars, the guitarist of Motley Crue, was leaving the band. But considering he has had health problems for so long, it was bound to happen sometime. A couple of days after Mick called it quits, Mick sued Motley Crue for elderly abuse, financial issues, and accused the band of using recordings instead of playing their instruments on stage. Motley Crue have replaced Mick with John Five as the guitarist, and they have recently stated that they are currently writing new music. In case you didn't know, Mick's medical condition is, I don't know if I'm saying it right, I'll try to pronounce it as best as I can. Ankylosing spondylitis (AS), and had it since he was 27. It also explains why he doesn't sit up straight or hasn't gotten taller unlike some of the members. Usually when he performs on stage at concerts, he has to perform in a certain position and turn his entire body due to his condition by standing very still. Mick has been with the band for over 40 years and even thought of the band name Motley Crue, as stated in their book, The Dirt, which I have an actual copy of. In the lawsuit, as reported on Variety.com, Mick alleges that there were tensions of gaslighting him into leaving the band, and that he has lost his memory. Gaslighting is defined on Dictionary.com as a psychological method into questioning the person's sanity or reason, which is in short terms manipulation. The reason why I am providing the definition is to get a clear understanding of the word and because some people like to use the term gaslighting as an excuse. Mick's attorney has said that Motley Crue is withholding information about Mick having ownership of 25% of the band's share. Mick also alleges that the band was forcing him into signing an agreement so that Mick would not get any future interests or money as the band wants to move on without him. Also, he might get 5% instead of the 25% in the agreement if signed. Even though Mick wasn't going to tour, he said he wants to continue working with the band behind the scenes, such as making music recordings or anything, just not touring. In the lawsuit, Mick also alleges that Motley Crue has been belittling him for years, saying that his memory is bad and that he forgets the songs. He also alleges that he was the only one holding the group the entire time and that the other members don't play while performing live. Motley Crue's attorney stated that Mick has badmouthed the band since filing the lawsuit, and that the band wishes the best for Mick and hopes that he can get better guidance from the people around him. Because the band, or the attorney of the band, thinks that Mick's people, the people that are working with Mick on the lawsuit, only want money from this. It's not only the attorney and Motley Crue saying Mick has been forgetting songs or missing the cues, but people working with the band, such as the engineers and behind the scenes, stated that in the article that Mick has struggled to keep up with the music when performing live. What are my thoughts about this? Well, as a fan, it stinks seeing one of my favorite bands going at it with each other. I know a lot of people have thoughts on Motley Crue, and while I do agree on some points, I'm just surprised that they are still performing even though some of the band members can't play like they used to. It does not mean that I hate them. I was able to get the chance to see them perform on their supposed final tour in 2015. It was their second to last show in Anaheim, California in December before going to LA for their final show. They weren't that great, but Mick Mars stole the show along with the songs the band played. Overall, it was the best experience of my life and what I thought was the last time, but they reunited again later. I always felt that Mick Mars was a very underrated guitarist and seeing him play live was worthwhile. I wish I could show you guys the clips, but I think they're in my old laptop, which I have to get it fixed since it burned out. So if you want to watch it, just comment below. However, I think it might get copyrighted. I'm just letting you guys know. It was very expensive, the concert. I think around $500 to $600 for 2 tickets. I went with a friend and she was nice enough to pay for her other ticket. I did hear that Motley Crue charges a lot on their tickets and VIP. I don't know which side to pick since Motley Crue has had a habit of seeking attention. Mostly Nicky, Tommy, and Vince. I'm more on Mick's side since when he was the one that had it together pretty much throughout the whole Motley Crue experience for 40 years, over 40 years now, while even fighting his disease, which is like, I think some kind of arthritis. Even while in pain, Mick still played the best guitar solos, and I remember in a clip a couple months ago, he felt so badly when a fan got on stage and Mick fell at the bottom of the stage. That was scary. It was on the internet. I don't know if you guys remember. I thought that was the end of Mick, but he eventually got back on stage after recovering a few days. In another way, I do have to agree a teeny bit with what Motley Crue has said that maybe the people in charge of Mick's lawsuit might only be working against him for greedy reasons because, there's a lot of scammy lawyers and a bunch of weird really people just doing anything for $1. I have been a volunteer for the elderly for a short time back then, and they do have a hard time remembering things or look weaker than us. I do believe that without Mick, there would be no Motley Crue. In fact, he never got into some serious trouble compared to the others. I hope things work out between both parties because without one member in the band, there's no Motley Crue magic. But I know that Motley Crue has had a habit of doing bad things, and believe me when I say this, but they should have gotten canceled by now. But, I do think that Mick is I do feel like Mick deserves better, in my opinion. I think that Motley Crue are just not really helping him as much as they should. In fact, they should be thanking him for him having to deal with all three of the members going through drugs. I don't know if I could say it because of the YouTube algorithm, but, years of drug abuse that they did in the 80s, possibly 90s, but I'm not saying Mick's a saint or an angel compared to the other three, but I do think that he should be careful too because there's a lot of people out there that take advantage over others. Who knows, but I do wish each party the best and that I hope things get settled because I'm a really big Motley Crue fan and it pains me to see band members fighting against each other. Anyway, this is Dalster, and if you guys like this video, want me to do more follow-ups on Motley Crue and Mick Mars, or if you want me to tackle other music things like maybe other bands or if artists that I probably might listen to, like I listen to Linkin Park and Pink Floyd, Nirvana, but I'm not really into stuff like Taylor Swift. Well, her old stuff. I mean, her new stuff. I like her old stuff though. And Cardi B. I'm just letting you guys know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, but if you prefer other things, comment down below. I want to hear all your thoughts. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Small people tell you your dream is, if they tell you that you're not good enough looking, or you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or whatever it is, you just look at this knife and you remember, if you keep doing what you want over and over and